Happy Friday, my friends. I could not wait to use this 49 market paper when it came in, and I knew exactly what I wanted to use it for, and that was with Karen's new peacock die. It's so fun that I didn't realize how fun it was going to be to make this beautiful peacock, but it was really a lot of fun. So, what I've used today, it's um, the balloon arch pop up. It Great generic die, great for using just about anything. And here it's used with all the party balloons. But she's got a peacock add-on, which adding a little piece in the front, which it could be a standalone. You do not need the arch necessarily. It could be just a smaller peacock to use this piece as well. And then for decorative pieces, I use the spinner square. I love this die. It's got all these fun square pieces that you can put a sentiment together with. And then also I used the Hello, which I thought is a great die for any card. Just, it's so pretty. Look how beautiful it cuts. It's just gorgeous, right? And it's great greetings. And then I did use this stamp set that's part of her newest release that has a bunch of cute sayings that just complements the flamingo peacock very well. So be impossible to ignore. I love that. So hello, be impossible to ignore. I just like that kind of flowed together. And then inside I put in this one here that says strut yourself. So we did a little strut yourself action right there. So here's our peacock. So this is a relatively easy card to make. It does require a lot of feathers, and putting the feathers together is pretty easy. Now, when it cuts a piece out, the die cuts the piece out, it cuts both these colors in. So if you do it you could either ink one side or cut both pieces. So in one peacock, my original card, I alternated it. So I put the purple on the outside and the pink, the softer color on the inside, and I just alternated the colors. So you could totally just change it up. And I thought both ways look absolutely beautiful. So you're gonna take your peacock and you're gonna have this teardrop shape here, and you're just kind of add it in the center of your peacock feather. I love this peacock feather, so fun. All right, and then just fill the center with a tad bit of glue. Then you can add your other center. And then I chose to do alternated the lighter purple. I lost my pickup tool. It's just here. Oh, here it is. There, and then I use the back to the teal again for the center. So the feather here, hey, hi Nicole. This feather is one die. Then these two pieces, the pink and the darker purple, is another die, and then the heart-shaped piece is another die. And you can see how it cut both colors out. So you can just alternate them and get a totally different look, which I think is kind of fun. So I did the first original card with the darker purple on the outside, if you see, which looks beautiful. Now let's see what it looks like with the other color. Okay, so I got all my feathers done. And now we can go ahead and put our card together. So I am going to just wallpaper some of this beautiful paper from 49 Market. This is one that they call their solids. Funny thing, huh? That doesn't look very solid to me. I love these soft prints. They say solids, but I like it because it's just a beautiful soft little print there. Oh, I don't want to put this piece on yet. Oh, slow down, slow my roll. Let's go ahead and hop to the front. Let's save that one for a minute, hot second. All right, so I did take on the front piece. I stamped one of the other sentiments, and this one is be impossible to ignore, and I got a little blood splotches on there because my fingers got in the way. But I felt like the hello was going to cover it enough and it would be okay. And we have the beautiful, this gorgeous paper. It had peacock feathers in it already, so I kind of used that for my inspiration on what colors I wanted to use. And stick this guy off to the side here so I get that even border around. Just want to slide that over just a smidge. Give me that even border. Then I'm going to take my ribbon. I'm going to go on the inside of the card. I want to hide my gap. Oops, kind of messed up. There we go. Kind of hold that in place there. Slide it up a tiny bit. And I'm just going to fold that ribbon onto that adhesive. And then I want, so going nice and straight there, I'm going to come and bring that tail up again. This is going to give me a loop. Now I'm ready to put this piece of paper in on the front. Nice and centered there. All right, so now on my front I have this big loop, and I want to do the bow about up here. So I'm going to bring my ribbon together, do a little pinch where I want that bow to be, and then cut the ribbon. Then I could tie it up here at the top where I want it. Holding it tight. And tying the bow. I'm just gonna fluff it out a tiny bit here. Looks like I probably need to cut my peacock paper a little bit wider because I don't want any of that gap to show. I mean, the ribbon's wide enough to cover it, but I think when I kit it, I will give us a little bit more paper, so maybe they'll overlap. You won't see any. All right, let's, I think that tail wants to come through the loop more naturally there. Just trying to get it smaller. All right, now let's see if we can pretty that bow up. All right, there it is. There's our bow. See, I don't like seeing some of that paper underneath there, so I'll have to, when I kit this. Oh, thanks, Nicole. There we go. All right, then we've got the word hello. That was such a beautiful die set here. It's just a fun one to use. Yeah, I think we just got those last two Friday cards put on the website. And I'll have to show you. I'm going to step away and I'm going to show you how we've kitted them. We've improved our style here, so I will show you how we've done that, because we get so many emails later, somebody will buy a kit and then they don't remember what it was or where it was. And of course, Facebook did a number on us when they deleted all of our videos. So I'm going to cut this down a tiny bit, this down a tiny bit. And then I can have this one kind of get tucked under. And see, nobody even could see those black smudge marks I made. There they go. So we could just glue this guy down. It's going to hold the ribbon in place. Cover up my boo-boo. Didn't realize I had ink on my finger when I picked up the paper, and whoosh. And I don't want this to be snug and tight. I want it to be kind of loose, you know, a little puffy there. So kind of tacks that ribbon down in place. And then we're going to put one of our feathers in the bow. And that's going to be the front of the card. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Okay, so now on the inside of our card, we could go ahead and put this arch together. Okay, there it goes. Okay, there's the front of our card. Pretty simple. Gotta love purple. All right. Somebody calling me. Okay. Get rid of them. Alrighty. So here we are. Inside. So we have the arch pop-up. That's first and foremost. And it has a tapered tab right here on one of them. And that is for you to glue the two together, creating the arch. I'll just line that up to the score line. There it is. Then we're going to need a ruler, because we need to go 2 inches from the center and put just a little tick mark with a pencil. You only need to do one side. So the arch is happiest when you're about 2 inches away from the center. Then I'm going to go ahead and fold those tabs. And then I love that she shapes her tabs to help guide you to know exactly where to put them, which sure is super helpful. So I'm going to put the glue on the tab, and that's the left side tab. Just going to fold it in half here. And I'm going to line the inside of that arch with my pencil mark. And I'm going to go just as high as the paper itself. So here is my pencil mark. And this is what I mean, how she shapes the tab to be the way it needs to go. So I can take that straight edge and line it up right where I want it. And then my pencil mark was right here. Then I can put glue on the other side of the tab. Remember, it's folded in half, and then I could just shut my card, be a little patient, let it dry. All right, and then when we open it up, ta-da, we have an arch. So easy, so easy. Love that, love it. All right, so now the peacock part is pretty easy as well. So this, we have a score line right down the center. And we're not going to touch this. Just let it be. Let it go where it's going to go. That's where we're going to put his face on. That's going to be that tab. And then each of the side here has a score line for each of the tabs here. And these tabs were designed to fit right inside of this arch. So I've folded it in half. So this is the good side of the paper here. And I'm gonna, well, let's just open it up. I'm gonna put glue on my left side tab. And I'm going to slide it up under my arch, line it up right next to it, they're buddies, and tape it right, adhere it right next to that other tab. So they just line up right next to each other. Hey, Carol. Then I'm going to fold it in half just like I did the arch. And going to put glue on the tab for the right side, and then we'll close our card again and it will line up. I'll just put a little clip there and let it dry. And then while it's drying, I did get, just cut a big, just in a paper, just beautiful. Just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous for the back side, just because I like doing paper on the back of my cards. All right, give it a second to dry. So I line this up. I think the feather's going this way, that way. I don't know. Is it directional to y'all? I can't tell. I don't know that it's directional. I think it looks good either way. So it's per your choice of which way you want it to go. All right, let's open her up. There it is. See how pretty that is? Okay, so the die has a stencil feature in it where you can just put, color in it. It also has a die that cuts the eye. I chose to just color it in rather than cut out another piece. And then you could take a white pen and you could put a little catch point in it. You can also add a little bit of color, like maybe do a line around the eyes. Can you see that? Let's see. I loved how some of her design team really did a lot of coloring and inking on their peacocks. They're so beautiful. Just on the Peeps page, man, there's so many cute, cute, cute designs. All right, now we have, I did do a beak. I chose kind of a mauve-y color for the beak just simply because it matches the paper really well. In our neighborhood, there's a guy that has exotic birds, and he had a white peacock. He roamed the neighborhood a lot, and he would come in my backyard. It was just beautiful, completely white peacock. It was so gorgeous. Unfortunately, he got hit by a car. It was a sad, sad day. I think we can put a little bit of white pen on that too, just to, I'm going to put a couple dots. Give it some pizzazz. All right, then on this, my voice is going on this tab right here. That is where our peacock, his head will go. It doesn't even need feathers. It's so cute. Just kidding. I think the feathers are beautiful. All right, so then on the feathers, now it's just decorating it. And I think the ones you got to watch out the most are these bottom ones right here. When you're, I made enough feathers so that I could do 3 on each side of the back and 2 on each side of the front. But this one right here on this very first one, when it closes, you want to just make sure it stays in the card. So it kind of gives me an idea of where I want to be. I kind of look at my feather top here. In fact, I can even probably put a little pencil mark there. And that way I can get the glue under my pencil mark. And I don't need but too much. I don't need to go all the way down. I don't, need to put all that glue on because it's just going to go glue on this one first arch. So I'll slide it back down underneath, go to my pencil mark where I had selected, and then glue it so that it goes right to the edge of the base of that arch right there. So just, you don't want to hit it because this, you don't want it to go past that fold line because when it card folds, you don't want it to get hung up there. Then I can always come back and add a little bit of glue behind some of these wispy parts if I want them to be sturdy. So then I'm going to take this other one and I want to go up top here, and this one here has a lot of clearance. So you've got, it's going to fall down over here on the base of the card here. So you've got plenty of clearance. So this one here, you can make it go a little bit higher than the one on this side. So I'll get some glue on this bad boy. And I'm going to get him right up to the center. And then see, plenty of clearance. And then you can take and just sandwich this guy in between. I'm just going to double check, make sure it doesn't, no, on this one in here, I noticed on my original, I did get it one sticking out just a teeny tiny bit, and just this top part stuck out of the card a tiny bit, but it was easy to trim them off, give it a little bit of a haircut, and no idea what's going on with my voice, but maybe if I drink some water, that might help, I hope. Okay, yeah, that, see, I did again, maybe I can still get it lower. Oh, it dries so fast, that glue. There we go. We're in. Isn't that pretty? Just, it's all coming together right here. So let's go ahead and do the other side and then just see where we can go as low as we can go. That one, and I'm going to put that pencil mark on there. Get some glue on here. All right, I'm going to slide the feather between the two arched pieces. Find my pencil mark. Make sure I'm right at the edge. Right down there. I go. I get it just where I want it, and then it moves on me. Okay. There we go. Then we'll put another one at the top. So again, this one, I could just go off of how high the other one is. And if you're just loving making these feathers, I think one of the people in the design team might be like put 20 of them on one of the peacocks that was just completely filled. You couldn't even see the base at all. There was no seeing it. It was gorgeous. The die set gives you 2 peacock feathers, so it makes it, you know, relatively fast. You get enough to do each feather twice. There it is. It's filling up. Isn't it so beautiful? I think the peacock is so pretty. See, okay, see how I have a little piece? If we snip it off at an angle. Now when I open it up, you can't tell. You can't tell that I gave it a little haircut. And now it's still a surprise. It's hiding in there. All right. Now we have enough to do 2 on each side of the base here. And so most of all of this base part gets some adhesive on it. These ones aren't going to be worrisome about sticking out of the side or the top or anything. They're going to be right there. So we can get more glue down in here. And that's mostly the feather because now we're on the base and very little of the top of the feather has, and I just line that up right up to the fold. And then we can add the second one down here. Just covers it up so pretty. Pretty easy. So we have National Scrapbook Day coming up next weekend. Anybody got big plans for that weekend? We are going to be at a crop in Waxahachie. I don't even know if I'm saying that town right. I know local people that are from Texas, they laugh at me however I say it, but we're going to be there. There's a crop. Just Be Crafty group puts it on, and they've invited me to set up and be a vendor there, which is super fun. And we got to meet a lot of fun new people there, and we're excited to go back. So we're going to be there next weekend. That's celebrating National Scrapbook Day with a room full of crafters. That'll be fun. All right. Now we're getting this other side of our peacock coming together. And then our last one. Now, because it cuts all this double stuff out, I'll show you what I did to the base because I didn't want all these die pieces to go to waste. After I get this last feather on. Gosh, I can't. Okay, so now I got to ask you. Thank you, Autumn. All right, so here we go. Now we've got to see how I did the light pink and then went to the purple. I'm curious, what do you like best? Do you like it the light pink with the bigger outer teardrop, or do you like the purple? See the difference? Oh, you can switch it out. All right, see how I took the leftovers and did like the base of the body of this peacock? That was super fun. Okay, so what I did, came around the base here, and I just put a big blob of glue here. See that blob of glue? And then I'm taking one of my extras die pieces, and I'm going to line that up. This one's not going to be as easy to see because it's tone on tone because I switched out the colors. But I'll put that heart base there, and then I'll get one of the little purple hearts, stick it in the center. And I'll make it a little bit more better to see that way. All right, and then we'll do another one. I'm just going to create a little body for her. Kind of hide. I don't even know if it's a girl or boy here. I'm just saying her because she's too pretty. But I usually leave on birds. If it's pretty, then that means it is a boy. Okay. Two right there, and then I'm going to put another one up here. We're just going to work our way around. Sure, so it gets in that glue. And add a purple heart. And then I'm going to add a center one. It's going to overlap a tiny bit. Gosh, I can't even decide which way I like it best. This little peacock is so fun. Center that out. All right, so I did 4 on that side, and then I'll go ahead and do 4 on that side. Okay, so now you see how you kind of see, I don't know which one you like better. I kind of like this, the body color with the touch of purple in there, where this one here was the purple with the touch of, I don't know which one I like better. It's so hard. It's so hard to, either way, it's hard to decide. Okay, so I want to show you, I'll do the other side in a hot second here. I just noticed that I forgot to cut 2 pieces. And I'm going to do that. Well, is this 2 inches? No. What did I do wrong? All right. Here, it's 2 inches. And I need 4. All right. So I wanted to put this pretty paper back on the inside here as well. And I wanted to create a border for it. So I want to show you how fun this is. I'm going to take score tape and I'm going to put it along the top part of this and the bottom part. And now just remember how I said it gets 2 pieces. These are the extra pieces because it cuts 2 out at a time. Let me pour these out. Oh. So just like on this top die here where it had a purple and a pink and then a pink and a purple. So here's the opposite sides. Yes, Autumn, it is the plum petal paper. Isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful. I love it so much. Okay, yes, it is. You know your 49 and market, girl. All right, so with the score tape in place, I can use it as a guide to make myself a border with these leftovers. All right, so I'm gonna put the purple on either end. I love having that little loop there showing, and you can look at the back side to see. All right, I've got about that much of the, keep them even. Then we can add the pink one. And then add a purple one. And then the pink one in the center. Doesn't that make a fun border? Thanks, Laura. Hope you're having a good time. Sure miss you. All right. Now we'll just repeat the same. On the back side and the opposite side. And nothing goes to waste. I've used these for the feathers and also for a border. A pink kind of looks washed out from the lighting, I guess. Thanks, Autumn. All right. And there we have it. Kind of goes with the fill of the paper, I think. Then we can go ahead and get it put on. You know, my tape gun decided to be naughty here, so I have to rewind it. Okay. Now, you'd say, okay, well, there's already score tape on it, but that score tape is just going to hold those pieces on it. There's nothing on the top part of that, so that's why I added a little bit more tape runner. And then watch when we put this on as a border here on the card. Isn't that just gorgeous? Just so fun. All right, so this is going to hit up next to it this way. And so this time I'm going to start with a pink, but I'm not going to go completely all the way both sides because we're going to put our sentiment on the card. So I'm going to still put my score tape on both ends because it just makes it easy to place those pieces down. This time I'm going to start with pink because I want it to look like it's continuous going across the card. So we're going to start with a pink. And then we'll do a purple. And on this end, because I want them to end on the same, I will do a purple on the end. And I don't even think anything else will show. But just because I have enough, I'm going to put a pink next to it. All right. We'll do the same on the bottom. Start with our pink. Stick it together. All right, pink. Then a purple. All right, gotta have another purple or somewhere. There it is, up there. Then the purple. And the pink. All right, add some tape runner to this. And slide it right on next to it. This way it looks like we've got continuously going across place, but we want to add our little place to sign. So I've used that spinner square. See, we're not going to see this pink at all. Our spinner square, and then I used the journaling cards from the paper line to strut your stuff on, and then add a place to sign our card. Now we do have an extra feather, so if you wanted to add an extra feather inside your card or maybe on the back side, that's a choice that you could make. But pretty fun card to make. Super fun. Get our square on there. I'll make sure I can see the purple teardrops. This die is designed to cut a window out when you're doing the spinner square, because a lot of times when you're using the spinner square, you would put a window. It's great for a window card, and this die here is perfect for a window card because it will cut out this dotted edge right there, and then if you notice, you've got a dotted edge right here on this part too. So, oh, I like that, Autumn. Use it to decorate your envelope. What a perfect lead into your card. What a great idea. Love it. Love, love it. Didn't quite get enough of my square though. I think it's gonna come up here. I'll have to get a little more glue in there. That will hold down. Well, there it is, my friends. Our card for this week is the beautiful peacock. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And remember, make yourself impossible to ignore because you're all amazing. Anyway, I feel like this is a great card just to give to anybody, anywhere, just because to let them know that you think they're pretty awesome. Because you are pretty awesome. Have a great week. I will not be live next Friday because I will be in Waxahachie unless I go live there just to show you the place. But I won't be doing a card. So have a great National Scrap of Day next weekend. Our store will be open. We will have somebody here running the store, but no live next Friday. Until then, my friends, TTFN.